is day 7 of the water fast. Really didn't intend it to take it this long. Actually, I only wanted like 3 days and thought that was going to be good enough. And then what happened? Oh, okay. So Friday, which was day 3, in the evening, having been cleansed and all that, I had this wonderful idea to do hape, and so really take advantage of having been cleansed. And so I wasn't expecting my monthly period, my menstrual, until Monday, and I'm usually on time. So I go, okay, that'll be good. Well, with the hape, Saturday it came out with the force, and I'm like, whoa. And it was so interesting because my ovaries felt like they were weeping and wailing, and I keep using those words because it just felt that way. They were weeping and wailing and felt overwhelmed. And it was I was like, all right, I don't think I'm eating anything today, Saturday. I'll just stick with the water fast because I didn't want to put pressure in my digestive system that would put pressure against the ovaries and my womb reproductive area. So, and I was, not that men want to hear this, but it's life. It's good to know. And if you're heterosexual and you get together with a woman, it's good for you to know these things, okay? So I was very emotional also. And it was gushing like, oh my gosh, So I think the habit pulled out more toxins. And and then usually I only have pressure or discomfort the first day, that's it. And only a tiny bit heavy the first day. Well, the second day on Sunday, it was the same. In fact, it was worse. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I just need to lie around. So I just watered also. Had the water fast. Again, I only had intended like maybe 3 days of being on this water fast. And some people ask me, well, why are you trying to lose more weight? This and that. I go, this detox. I didn't tell everybody that I was diagnosed with breast cancer, stage 3. I didn't want to hear all the comments, and I already knew my own stupidity involved in it, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to hear the, oh my gosh, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, why? I'm gonna detox this out. I know what to do. We're good. And I didn't want to deal with other people's fears. They don't understand that a lot of times that their negativity makes things worse, So it's like, oh no. So I really stayed away from negative people and telling the part, because they'd be like, oh my, oh, I'm so sorry. It's like, what did you do, no. And so I just got on and made a plan and got together with the practitioners from the Gerson, therapy. And I already knew what I had to do, but I wanted to be with a specialist to guide me. And then, along the way, I was able to do it on my own. So, but the main reason the water fast was because, I was almost like saying, okay, I'm going to do chemo and radiation just to be sure, You've gone this far. I did a juice fast for about 8-9 days back in the springtime. And so, something, I always wanted to do a water fast, especially now. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to be down to 2 coffee breaks come when Saturn goes direct, which is on the 6th of September. Yay, that's a few days. So I just really wanted to just know that I did everything possible and have no regrets 5-7 years from now, because a lot of you don't know that cancer doesn't just abruptly come like, oh, here I am. We all have cancer cells, and our lifestyle feeds those cancer cells. So by the time we're diagnosed, we've been feeding those cancer cells, and they've been growing already from 7 to 10 years. All right. So it's not an overnight process. And so I wanted to make sure that I have done everything possible, because I'm going to continue a healthy lifestyle, because I don't know about you guys, but I love to live. I have so much joy I want to share. There's so many adventures I want to do, and there's just life to be lived. Okay, so many people just want to survive, but there's stuff, oh my gosh, I couldn't even share my bucket list with you guys. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that I've done everything possible so I will have no regrets later on in life. I've eliminated all animal products going into my body, and I still have my, I say I'm a vegan, but I'm a, how could I say, I'm not buying leather anymore, but, I still have my old leather. And I'm not buying new fur. I have my old fur, So I am being very more cautiously aware of the environment and animals. And in fact, it comes more clearly to the animal cruelty that I see around, and such animal cruelty as people having pets and locking them up, and they're not even home all day long. That is cruelty. That is just wrong. I mean, especially if it's only one animal. Would you want to be locked up all day long by yourself? That is, oh my gosh, that's rude, caged birds, I hear them crying all day long, and it's like, obviously they're not happy people, So, you gotta interact with these animals also. Being aware too is, as a vegan, people think, oh, they could just mix any vegetables and fruits together and it's okay. You're not gonna have a reaction. No, there is still a matter of eating in an alkaline way, okay? And what food combining is important to keep your body alkalized. And it's taken a lifetime process learning this, and it's been a slow process for me, because I was doing other things and trying to figure out stuff on my own. There weren't classes. Not until, I say, in the last 10 years did they start offering classes, so I would have to get from here and get from there, and I was walking in the dark. I had support, my mom would cut out articles here and there, and we try to put it together, like what's wrong. When she saw that, the stuff that I was going on with fibroids, and how I actually would like faint, and she felt that I was actually hot, and I wasn't just imagining it or creating it, and my stepfather, who, would massage me, to try and make me feel better, and, I keep pressure points, because after a while, it's like, at first you think, people are like, what's going on? It's all in your head. And, but anyway, we learned what was going on inside of us, why, thinking we were eating right when we weren't. So anyway, this water fast is really, something I really wanted to do to make sure, just to the last, thing possible. And what's really, really interesting? I know this is gonna like some people be like, oh my gosh, why is she telling this? Well, I was lightheaded, and it could be because I had my period also. The loss of iron and stuff like that. I've been drinking, those who are wondering, alkaline water during this process, anywhere from 8 to 10. And what I find the most interesting is, oh, and those who wanted to know, yes, I'm still doing the coffee break. So that I wouldn't suggest to anybody, because it is overwhelming, but I am tapering down from the coffee breaks. You cannot just stop from one day to the next. It does your body harm. You know, just like when you break a water fast, you can't just like, you know, push all this food in your mouth. So, you know, you got to go slowly like a baby. You know how you first introduce, you know, maybe you're going to introduce sweet peas. And then you introduce the, you know, for a week. And then the next week, you know, green beans. And that's how you have to do to slow and respect the body. So anyway, what was very, very interesting, you guys might not want to hear this, but it's part of life, is yesterday on day 6, I actually expelled a solid piece. It was like maybe a thumb, this size of crap. I don't know what else to call it, caca, poop, you know. And I was like, oh my gosh. Now this is from me who eats 80-20 usually and is still juicing, and was doing 3 coffee breaks a day before the water fast. So I was like, wow. And I had been burping up jalapenos. Okay, the taste of jalapeno up to yesterday. I don't know yet today. So I don't know if it's the seeds, maybe from, maybe got caught in some kind of part of my intestines or in stomach. I would say stomach if I'm burping it up, you know. I would think it's the seeds, because, you know, they could get into, you know, our organs are not like smooth pipes. So they could get embedded into certain areas. And I had been, you know, burping it up. It wasn't as strong yesterday as it wasn't the other days. It was interesting because my last meal on Tuesday evening was guacamole and organic tortillas, corn tortillas. So it was like, what a remembrance, right? And so what was very interesting is, yeah, that I had a solid piece. Well, this morning after the coffee break, more came out, and it was this time as long as the whole thumb, not just here, just here. And I was like, whoa. And now understand that I share this with you guys so you guys realize that a person, even someone like me, who was mostly juicing and eating 1 meal a day, or well, 2, one with all fruit, and then the second, you know, with some kind of beans, or I eat 1 meal a day that consists of vegetables and either beans, sprouted beans, always sprouted beans, or quinoa, or potatoes. And so that someone like me on the 7th day can expel something that big. That means 7 days. I ate 7 days ago. Do you guys understand? The reason I'm trying to bring this to light is because for you guys to understand, those of you who aren't, how full of shit you are, okay? Or we are, you know? And when you think you've got it all out, you don't. And then you wonder how come toxins can collect in your body. So this is very interesting. I know this is maybe some people don't like to deal with these facts. Let me just be what I am. Okay, then don't complain about your lifestyle. Don't complain about aches and pains, all right? Don't complain about diseases. You know, when I found out I had stage 3 cancer, I apologized to everybody because it was very, like, how I felt like, how dare I put my family through this. It was, look, I'm getting emotional. It was so wrong. And even though I had gone through major stuff earlier, you know, a few years earlier, I realized it was me milking and me trying to soothe that emotional pain ended up hurting everybody else, instead of just like, okay, you know, release the triggers of those pains, release the sources of those pains, and just fill yourself with healing, loving light, conditional healing, loving light from the universe and the divine creator of all that is, and move on. And it was just so hard. I was so paralyzed. And so I just wanted to share with you how wonderful life is, and a brand new life to have. And there's just no reason, okay, to have that aches and pains. And I'm very thankful for, you know, my mentors as health specialists, and all those who have guided me and supported me one way or another. Some have supported me emotionally, financially, psychologically, physically, and just to help, because sometimes we really don't realize when we have children, we have made a commitment to say, I am going to be there for you, to help you grow and deal with this world easier, at least till you're 18. And some people don't realize, they don't take that seriously. They think that just having children and that just providing, giving them money, or putting a roof over their head and putting whatever kind of food on the table is good enough. They don't understand the interaction and the guiding and mentoring and teachings children really do need, you know? So I really, really encourage people to get healthy, especially if they have children in their family, in their lives. And if they don't, just to get healthy so they can have a more optimal, interactive life with life, okay? Instead of just surviving, but to live. Anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. Energetically wise, today I feel great now that my period is over. Woohoo! That was such an experience. Message learned: do happen after your period. But anyway, okay, I gotta go on with life. I got some teas to make for people, because I have other people who are on the Gerson therapy who rely on me, and I'm helping them out, and other people who are just juicing, and other people that I'm teaching vegan meals with. So I gotta get going, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm in my raw form, as you guys can see, no makeup. Okay, just got up, threw something on, and I'd done the coffee break and came here and said, let me do this before I forget. All right, so today's day 7. I have no idea. I know for sure I don't want to go past day 10. I just feel that'll be good. But then watch, day 10 comes around. I'm doing it day by day. But after that crap came out of me, I think I need another day. Oh, another thing I wanted to add, and I'm saying this because I think when I write about it, I want to remember. Uh-oh, what are they doing down there? Probably the cat. Is I broke out actually on day 5. You know, I broke out and was like, okay, so that tells us, you know, the toxins being moved around. When we have, when we juice and when we do water fast, the toxins are being pushed out from one organ and it goes into another. So what happens too is, like, that's how come too people say, oh, I'm going to do a liver flush. Whoa, 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 you don't do a liver flush. It is wrong. You know, no health specialist will encourage you to do a liver flush without having cleansed out your intestines first, because you're just moving toxins around, but it doesn't mean they're going to come out of your body. And if they're in your intestines and your intestines are clogged up, they're going to get reabsorbed into your liver. That's all. So remember too that if you are choosing to go on some kind of juicing to detoxify yourself, or if you're doing it just to lose weight, okay, whatever. But if you're doing it for health reasons, go to a specialist. Trust me. There's a lot to learn and understand, okay? Anyway, so again, this is Nereida La Sirena. You have a wonderful day. You can contact me at info@Nereida La Sirena or at info@celestialsoulwellness.com. Okay? If you like any part of this video, thumbs up, subscribe, share with people, and Chasito, have a gorgeous day.